Scary.
It goes far and wide. But the church, you'll see the allegations about satanic ritual abuse that's been going on in Utah for probably decades. Jason Preston of We Are the People podcast, you need to talk to him. He's the expert on it. They knew I was looking into it because I told them. I was naively thinking they would want me to clean out satanic ritual abuse of children that's connected to people in the church, but no.
You familiar with the concept of blood libel? In the Middle Ages, people would claim that Jews would kidnap Christian children. They would castrate them, they'd drain their blood, and they would murder them in human sacrifices that accompanied the performance of Passover rites. Now, of course, this was vile anti-Semitic garbage, but it had real-world results. Persecution and prejudice against Jews increased. Can you imagine the sort of person who would spread allegations of blood libel in the wake of a major anti-Semitic event? I want to talk about a parallel situation that is occurring today. As you all know, at the end of September, an obviously mentally ill, deranged individual took his truck, blasted through a Latter-day Saint meeting house, came inside, murdered 4 Latter-day Saints, wounded 8 others, and obviously intended to murder more, lighting the building on fire. Why did he do it? Because he believed Latter-day Saints were evil. He told a man the day before that Mormons were the Antichrist. In the wake of that atrocity, anti-Mormon influencers scrambled to make it clear they had nothing to do with this. No, certainly the prejudice that they've engendered for a decade has nothing to do with real-world prejudice against Latter-day Saints. No, that's impossible. If you foster an environment of hate about a specific demographic, and one crazy accepts your hatred and does something horrible, you already played your part. You might want to reconsider how you pay the rent. This is particularly true of those anti-Mormons who claim the label Christian and label Latter-day Saints as satanic, demonic, and so forth. Don't get me wrong. It's true of secular anti-Mormons as well. You don't get off the hook, John Dehlin, Alyssa Grenfell, and so on, for mainstreaming Latter-day Saint hate. But it's particularly true of religious anti-Mormons. Religion, as I've said before, is a neutral force. It's a rhetorical strategy that can be used for good and can be used for evil. I've spent the last few days diving into allegations of satanic ritual abuse against members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. These claims are strangely similar to the old blood libel legend. Leaders of the church are allegedly participating in abusing Latter-day Saint children as part of satanic rites. Can you imagine making these claims 2 weeks after someone who believed just this sort of garbage murdered Latter-day Saints? Well, I just want to point you to 2 absolutely reprehensible individuals who have done just this. The first is Tim Ballard.
You thinking they would want me to clean out satanic ritual abuse of children that's connected to people in the church, but no.
And the second is Jason Preston.
One of the things that we kept hearing about that I just didn't want to hear about and kept pushing off was when people would bring up allegations of high-ranking church leaders. Satan is alive and well, and his currency has and always been the blood of the children.
Yep.
And it's time for the people to wake up and recognize that it happened in our backyard and demand accountability. We are not first in the country for child abuse for no reason.
Of course, these allegations aren't true, but that's not the point of making this video. They are dangerous. Let's be discerning and have absolutely nothing to do with these two individuals. Don't watch their shows. Don't support events they're at. Certainly do not donate money.